tonight. We saw she was given a special security escort to Court 6 last night. There were thousands of Filipinos who tried to get a glimpse of the star on Court 6. Hundreds didn't manage to get in. They were, in fact, quite rowdy at times, told to be.
Eala, the Filipino tennis sensation, has just been invited back to Australia by the Australian president himself for a special exhibition match in Melbourne. And let me tell you, this isn't just another tennis event. This is a statement, a massive statement about respect, popularity, and the power of the people. Let's start from the beginning. When Eala came to Australia for the Australian Open, something extraordinary happened. Thousands upon thousands of Filipino fans flocked to see their tennis hero. The scenes were incredible. Filipinos were everywhere waving flags, chanting her name, creating an atmosphere that Melbourne had rarely seen before. But here's the problem. Not everyone could get in. The stadium was packed to capacity, and thousands of devoted Eala fans had to wait outside, unable to witness their favorite player compete on the court. Now, fast forward to today. The Australian president, fully aware of what happened during the Australian Open and understanding the incredible popularity of Eala, decided to do something special. He personally invited Eala back to Australia for an exhibition match before her next tournament. This wasn't a WTA decision. This wasn't a tournament organizer's choice. This was the President of Australia making a direct intervention to give the people what they wanted, a chance to see Eala play live.
We saw the record broken for the first Tuesday, set at about 58,000 back in 2020. That has now been broken today, set at about 61,000. So as you can see, just another ripper start to the Australian Open.
And once again, history repeated itself. Thousands of Eala fans marched through the streets of Melbourne, eager to catch a glimpse of their tennis idol. The energy was electric. The excitement was palpable. But despite the best efforts to accommodate everyone, the stadium was packed once more, and thousands of fans had to remain outside. The demand to see Eala play is simply that massive. For security reasons, Eala was escorted to the stadium with government protection. The Australian authorities weren't taking any chances with such enormous crowds. And when she stepped onto that court, she absolutely rocked it. Music, the fans went wild. The atmosphere was incredible. And Eala delivered exactly what everyone came to see. Brilliant tennis and that infectious smile that has captured hearts around the world. But here's where things get interesting and, frankly, a bit controversial. Aryna Sabalenka, the current #1 ranked player in the WTA, is reportedly not happy about this situation. Here's the president of Australia organizing a special exhibition match for Eala, giving her presidential honors and government security, while Sabalenka, despite being the top-ranked player in the world, hasn't received this kind of treatment. Now, let's be clear about something. Aryna Sabalenka is an incredible tennis player. She's earned her #1 ranking through hard work, dedication, and outstanding performances on the court. She absolutely deserves respect and recognition for her achievements. But what's happening with Eala is something different. It's not just about rankings. It's about connection. It's about the love and passion that fans have for a player who represents their hopes and dreams. Eala may not be in the top 10 yet. In fact, she's currently ranked 40th on the WTA chart, which is actually 9 spots better than where she was during the Australian Open. But rankings don't tell the whole story. What makes Eala special is the incredible bond she has with her fans, particularly the Filipino community, which is massive and incredibly passionate about their national tennis hero.
Got a lot of global stardom to her. She's had some incredible results and she's beaten players like Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek, so she's the real deal, already top 50 in the world.
And Eala, she's handling all of this with grace and humility. She's expressed nothing but gratitude for the amount of love she's receiving everywhere she goes. She understands that this isn't just about her individual success. She's carrying the hopes of an entire nation of millions of Filipinos around the world who see in her something special, something worth celebrating. Now, let's talk about what really triggered this presidential intervention. Novak Djokovic, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, publicly called out the WTA for their mismanagement of Eala during the Australian Open. According to Djokovic, the WTA made a huge mistake by scheduling Eala to play on small courts despite her enormous popularity and the thousands of fans who came specifically to watch her play. In Djokovic's own words, Eala is the greatest tennis player the Philippines has ever produced, and she deserves all the respect in the world. But the WTA, according to Novak, is not giving her that respect. They're not treating her fairly. And Djokovic went even further, suggesting that this lack of proper management might have actually contributed to her first-round exit from the Australian Open.
That happened. I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's Eala. That's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country.
Think about what Djokovic is saying here. He's arguing that the environment in which a player competes matters enormously. The size of the court, the atmosphere, the energy from the crowd, the lighting, the surface conditions. All of these factors play into a player's performance, especially in high-pressure situations like a Grand Slam tournament. When you put a player who draws thousands of fans onto a small court where most of those fans can't even get in to support her, you're not setting her up for success. And Djokovic's criticism clearly resonated. It got people talking. It got people questioning why the WTA would handle one of their most popular players this way. And apparently it got the Australian president's attention as well. Looking at the discontent among Eala's fans after the Australian Open, seeing thousands of disappointed people who traveled from all over just to watch their hero play, the Australian president decided to take matters into his own hands. He brought Eala back to Australia, organized this special exhibition match, and made sure she had the platform to play for her fans the way she deserves. But here's the thing that's really remarkable. Even with a specially organized event, even with presidential backing, the stadium still couldn't accommodate all of Eala's fans. Thousands were still left outside. This shows you just how quickly Eala's popularity is rising. We're talking about a level of fan devotion that's rare in tennis that transcends rankings and tournament results. This is the kind of popularity that turns players into global icons. This is the kind of connection that makes someone more than just an athlete. Eala is becoming a symbol, a representative of Filipino pride and excellence on the world stage. And that's something that can't be measured by WTA rankings alone. Since the Australian Open, Eala has been working hard, improving her game and climbing the rankings. Moving from outside the top 50 to 41st is significant progress. And it shows that she's not just popular, she's also developing into a genuinely strong competitor on the WTA Tour. But what this whole situation really highlights is a disconnect between how the WTA views player management, music, and what the fans actually want. The WTA operates on a system of rankings and seedings, which makes sense from a competitive standpoint. But when you have a player who draws crowds like Eala does, when you have a player who can fill stadiums and create the kind of excitement that benefits the entire sport, maybe there needs to be some flexibility in how these players are treated. The Australian president clearly understands this. He saw an opportunity to make thousands of people happy, to celebrate a rising star, and to show respect to a player who has earned it through her connection with fans. The fact that Aryna Sabalenka might not be happy about it is understandable from her perspective, but it also misses the point. This isn't about diminishing Sabalenka's achievements. This is about recognizing that tennis is ultimately a sport for the fans. And when the fans speak this loudly, it's worth listening to. Eala's journey is just beginning. At 40th in the world, and climbing with the kind of fan support that most players can only dream of, and with legends like Novak Djokovic advocating for her fair treatment, the future looks incredibly bright. The Australian president's decision to host her back in Melbourne is more than just a nice gesture. It's a recognition that something special is happening here, and that Eala deserves to be celebrated not just for her current ranking, but for what she represents and what she's becoming. This is a new chapter in tennis where popularity, connection, and cultural significance matter just as much as rankings. And Eala is writing that chapter with every match she plays.